Hi everyone, Becky Hosey here at Acadia National Park. So my background looks a little bit different than how it normally looks. I'm not sure what mountain that is in the background, but I wanted to finish up our series on medical gaslighting. I know we went over what medical gaslighting actually is, the causes, and today I'm going to talk to you about what to do if this happens to you or one of your loved ones. So I really think you have two options. The first option is to fire your provider if they're medically gaslighting you. The second option is to challenge your provider. So let's go back and talk about the first one. Do you want to automatically fire your provider, or do you want to try to salvage your relationship? And really only you can actually decipher that. First and foremost, is this the first time that your provider has ignored you, dismissed you? Or maybe your relationship has been pretty rocky, kind of like the Maine coastline I've been looking at for the past several days. So maybe you don't want to put time and effort into trying to even repair it. So that's up to you. Second option, to challenge your provider and really challenge the dismissal. So I think it's important to have a conversation and really be straightforward. Tell your provider that they have dismissed you, they've downplayed your concerns, and these are important to you. And, I think something that gets overlooked is a lot of times providers suffer from burnout, and medicine in general doesn't really help support providers, especially when they're struggling emotionally. It's still thought of as like a weakness. So maybe being empathetic to the provider and saying, geez, you seem distracted. Is there something that has changed? Maybe showing a little empathy. I'm a big believer that you get back what you give out in this life. So I really do think that, showing some caring, especially if you've known the provider for a long time. I mean, I've had people tell me, geez, my provider and I, have been really good. We've had a good relationship for 20 years, and then all of a sudden things have changed and they're just not listening to me anymore. They're just tapping at their computer. And, so you want to try to at least salvage this and maybe improve on the relationship. Maybe the provider doesn't even realize that they have, treated you this way. So I think bring it to their attention. And if they don't change after that, then I think it's time to find someone new. I mean, I had to find a new provider a year ago, and I really, really liked this provider, and we had a good relationship. But she not only missed a very simple diagnosis that turned out to be, actually threatened my life, that turned out to be a life-threatening issue, but she just totally missed the follow-up. I would call and say I wasn't feeling well, and you can read all about this in my book. So I did have to find a new provider. So how to do this too, because, what I didn't give was an option where I said, just wait, hold on, we'll see if they change. No, you have to intervene. And you may be thinking, it's too hard to do that. It's too hard to confront my provider. It's too hard to find someone new. But that's not good either. Really, you are a consumer. And as a patient, you are still a consumer. And what service is more important than your health? Nothing. So making sure that you have a good provider is everything. It can cost you your life. It can cost you your life. So you really have to make sure that your relationship with your healthcare providers are solid. So what to do if you have to fire your healthcare provider? So first of all, I would definitely make sure you secure one first if you can. How to do this? Talk to another trusted provider. Talk to friends. Talk to family. Look at the Google reviews, okay? There may not be just garbage ones. You may get really good information. Like if they all say provider doesn't listen to me, then, you might want to really consider not going with this person, finding somebody else. So I hope this was helpful, and please get out, see nature. It's so good for your well-being. your spiritual, physical, emotional health. The next series I'm going to do is actually on invisible diseases. So check that out. A little frog just jumped just jumped there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's such a beautiful place. And please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Be well.